Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. September 12th, Victoria and Lily's heated exchange. A showdown is about to go down when Victoria, Amelia Heinel, and Lily, Crystal Cowell, encounter each other. We're dying to know why they're about to square off. It's got to be about Billy, Jason Thompson, right? Victoria must have his back, since he is the father of her kids. While Lily and Billy are at each other's throats right now. It's basically a full-blown war between them, to the point where Lily has enlisted Victor's, Eric Braden, help in taking down Billy. Will Lily and Victoria go at it over Billy? Stay tuned to find out. Meanwhile, speaking of Victor, he catches Audra, Zalika Silver, going rogue after getting a tip from Kyle, Michael Mueller, that she can't be trusted. And as for Jack, Peter Bergman, he makes a promise to Diane, Susan Walters. What's this about? Check out what's coming up this week on The Young and the Restless. Young and the Restless airs every weekday on CBS, keeping us hooked with the ongoing lives of the Newmans, Abbotts, and more. The gripping stories never fail to grab our attention, so make sure to catch all the drama as it unfolds. Enjoyed Young and the Restless VI and our spoilers for September 12th. Photo. JPI Studios/screenshots. Soap opera news will keep you up to date on all things The Young and the Restless. Be sure to check back daily to find out the latest in the soap world. On September 12th, The Young and the Restless sets the stage for a heated confrontation between two powerhouse women, Victoria Newman and Lily Winters. As tensions brew in Genoa City, secrets simmer beneath the surface, and personal grudges threaten to erupt into full-blown conflict. The episode promises to be filled with fiery exchanges, long-buried resentments, and a battle of wits between two women who are more alike than they care to admit. The calm before the storm Victoria, always composed and seemingly in control, steps into the sleek boardroom at Newman Enterprises. Her sharp heels click against the polished floors as she prepares to take her seat at the head of the table. But today, something is off. She senses it, a shift in the atmosphere, a storm brewing on the horizon. Her brother Nick had warned her that working with Lily could get complicated, but she didn't expect things to spiral this quickly. Victoria's relationship with Lily has always been tense, marked by a mutual respect tinged with underlying competition. Both women have fought their way to the top in a male-dominated world, and while they admire each other's strength, they've never seen eye to eye. Lily, who has been trying to expand Chancellor Winters, walks into the boardroom with a fire in her eyes. She's always known Victoria to be tough, but lately she's felt the brunt of Victoria's cold, calculating business tactics. Today, Lily isn't here for pleasantries, she's ready to call Victoria out. Business and betrayal. The conversation starts with the usual pleasantries, but it doesn't take long before the atmosphere shifts. Victoria, we need to talk about the acquisitions, Lily begins, her voice calm but firm. Victoria doesn't look up from the file she's flipping through. I assume you're referring to the recent media merger. Lily narrows her eyes. Yes, that was supposed to be a joint venture, and yet, somehow, Newman Enterprises swooped in and took over the entire deal. Victoria finally looks up, her face a mask of indifference. It wasn't personal, Lily. It's just business. If you had acted quicker, maybe we wouldn't be having this conversation. Lily crosses her arms, her frustration bubbling to the surface. You knew Chancellor Winters was in the process of finalizing that deal. We had a verbal agreement, Victoria. Victoria leans back in her chair, her eyes cool and calculating. A verbal agreement means nothing in this world. You should know that by now. If you want to play in the big leagues, you need to act like it. The words sting and Lily feels the heat rising in her chest. For years she's worked to establish herself as a serious player in the corporate world, stepping out from the shadows of her father and brother. Now, Victoria is belittling her efforts as if they mean nothing, but Lily isn't one to back down easily. Personal grudges surface. You've always looked down on me, haven't you? Lily fires back, her voice laced with hurt. Just because you have the Newman name, you think you can steamroll everyone else. Victoria's expression hardens, her eyes narrowing. This has nothing to do with my name. This is about being the best. If you can't handle that, maybe you're in the wrong business. Lily scoffs, shaking her head. Of course, it's always about being the best with you, Victoria, but at what cost? How many people have you thrown under the bus to get where you are? The tension in the room is palpable now, each word a challenge, each glance a dare. Neither woman is willing to back down, and the conversation quickly shifts from business to something far more personal. Is that what this is about? Victoria snaps. You're upset because you can't keep up? Maybe if you spent more time focusing on your company and less time getting involved in everyone else's drama, you'd be more successful. Lily's eyes flash with anger. You don't know the first thing about what I've been through. I've worked hard to get where I am, and I won't let someone like you undermine me. Victoria stands up now, her posture rigid, her face a mask of barely contained fury. Someone like me. Is that what you think? You think I haven't fought for everything I have? You have no idea what it's like to carry the weight of this company on your shoulders, to be expected to win every time, no matter the cost. Lily takes a step closer, her voice rising. At least I don't use people as pawns in my little corporate games. You've hurt everyone around you, Victoria, your family, your friends, and for what? Another company under your belt? More power? The breaking point. Victoria's fists clench at her sides, her calm demeanor unraveling. Don't pretend to know me, Lily. You're not as innocent as you make yourself out to be. I've seen the way you operate. You act all noble, but deep down, you're just as ruthless as the rest of us. The accusation stings, and for a moment, Lily is at a loss for words. She knows there's some truth in Victoria's words. She has made difficult decisions, sacrificed personal relationships for the sake of the business. But unlike Victoria, she's always tried to do it with integrity. I may not be perfect, Lily says, her voice softening, but at least I still have my humanity. Can you say the same? Victoria's eyes flash with anger, but there's something else there too. Pain. For a brief moment, the Ice Queen mask slips, and Lily catches a glimpse of the woman underneath. But just as quickly, it's gone, and Victoria's walls are back up. Get out, Victoria says, her voice cold and final. This conversation is over. Lily doesn't move at first, her heart still racing from the intensity of the exchange. But she knows there's no getting through to Victoria today. Without another word, she turns and walks out of the boardroom, leaving Victoria alone with her thoughts. Aftermath. As the door closes behind Lily, Victoria sinks back into her chair, her mind racing. She knows Lily's words struck a nerve, and for the first time in a long while, she feels a pang of doubt. Has she sacrificed too much in her pursuit of success? Has she alienated everyone who ever mattered? But before she can dwell on it, her phone buzzes with an incoming call, and just like that, she's back in business mode. There's no time for introspection when you're running an empire. Meanwhile, Lily walks away from the confrontation feeling both triumphant and unsettled. She stood her ground, but at what cost? She knows this isn't the end of her battle with Victoria. If anything, it's just the beginning.